The top stories: diplomats hail Adwa's victory as a role model for black sovereignty. And major natural gas suppliers meet in Algeria to discuss global challenges. Greetings, dear viewers, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to EBC World English News with me, Ishwara Olako. Do stay with us. Now, Lawrence Freeman, a political economic analyst, emphasized the importance of Ethiopians renewing the spirit of Adwa to construct a formidable nation for both present and forthcoming generations. Yesterday, Ethiopians commemorated the 128th anniversary of the victory of Adwa, a pivotal moment symbolizing African defiance against colonialism. Talking to the Ethiopian news agency, Freeman highlighted how the triumph of Adwa shook the core of European imperialism, nearly leading to its collapse. He emphasized the triumph stemmed from a cohesive nation where Ethiopians set aside their disparities to engage in combat and overthrow the Italian imperialists on March 1, 1896. He noted that diverse segments of Ethiopian society joined forces to vanquish a common foe and secure their independence, asserting that this event profoundly influenced the Ethiopian outlook throughout the 20th and 21st centuries. Moreover, the political economic analyst stated that Ethiopia's potential for economic growth is virtually boundless, and the country is already a leading nation in East Africa. Moving on, diplomats attending the 128th commemoration of the victory of Adwa at the newly built Adwa Memorial Museum emphasized the symbolic event's enduring significance, affirming that black people can maintain independence and national sovereignty. Armenian Ambassador Sahak Sargsyan noted that the Ethiopian people are very proud of this victory, which was also a victory for the African continent and all African nations. He also shared the lesser-known contribution of Armenians in the fight against the colonizers. Have a listen to this.
The Ethiopian people are very proud of this victory, which was also a victory for the Africa continent, all African nations.
And the Zambian political and administration counselor Noah Sibonjo emphasized the victory's role as a symbol of unity for the African continent. Have a listen to this.
So it is important for us to start looking at the unity. Our Pan-Africanism isn't just a thing for now or a thing of yesterday. This is something for the future. It builds us, and we can build ourselves if we get more and more united.
And the Bangladeshi Defense Attaché Brigadier General Shariful Islam for Sport commended Ethiopia's unique position as a nation that remained uncolonized.
Adwa victory is not only for the Ethiopian people, but also is regarded as victory of the black people, because that proved that the black people can remain sovereign throughout. Like Ethiopia was one of the unique example in the world that it remained sovereign throughout its history because of the bravery and the sacrifice of your forefathers and foremothers. So I have all the respect for them.
You don't know your past, you don't know your future. So this Adwa is going to change the next generation to look at the unity is our strength.
All the struggle that the Africans and people that were oppressed were doing against Europeans were consolidated around the Adwa victory. It humiliated Italy, obviously. In fact, the Prime Minister of Italy that time was Francisco Crispi, I think that's the name, he has to resign.
We needed a unifying force, and nothing more than Adwa, as I've sung 25 years ago, nothing more than Adwa that would unify Ethiopia and black people around the world. So that makes it unique.
So that actually galvanized all the people of Africa, all the people of the Caribbean in their fight against colonial domination. So you cannot underestimate the victory of Adwa.
We have to take the lesson from what our fathers do for the country. So this generation has to think twice what we have to do for our country as well.
Welcome back. You're still watching EBC World. Now, moving on, President Azali Assoumani of the Comoros and former chair of the African Union emphasized that it is imperative for Africans to embark on a new phase of struggle aimed at overcoming the remnants of neo-colonialism on the continent and forging their own destiny. As Ethiopians celebrate the 128th anniversary of the resounding victory of Adwa, which thwarted Italy's colonial ambitions, President Assoumani reflected on how African nations drew inspiration from this triumph to embrace the principles of Pan-Africanism. He highlighted the importance of unity in working towards a better Africa. Ethiopia, an ancient and unconquered nation, stands as a beacon of independence and sovereignty for Africans, President Assoumani asserted. He stressed Ethiopia's pivotal role in shouldering the responsibility of this historical legacy and emphasized its steadfast commitment to peace and freedom across the continent. While acknowledging Ethiopia's historic victory at the Battle of Adwa as a pioneering moment for Africa, President Assoumani warned of the evolving nature of colonialism, which now manifests in subtler forms, impeding the social and economic progress of sovereign nations. In light of these challenges, President Assoumani advocated for the promotion of Pan-Africanism and solidarity among nations, particularly aligning with Ethiopians' staunch defense of sovereignty. He emphasized that sovereign rights must remain non-negotiable, advocating for a collective strategy centered around unity and unwavering determination for victory. And finally, moving to continental news, gas-producing countries convened in Algeria to address pressing challenges affecting global gas supplies, particularly amidst ongoing conflicts such as Israel's actions in Gaza and attacks on international pipelines. The summit, held against the backdrop of the Ukraine war fallout, underscored the urgent need to stabilize energy prices and reaffirm gas as a vital clean energy source amid discussions on reducing carbon emissions. Algeria, a key player in the natural gas industry, emphasized its commitment to fostering cooperation among member states. Minister of Energy and Mines Mohamed Arkab highlighted Algeria's significant investment across the gas value chain, from exploration to marketing. He stressed the country's role as a dependable supplier and its dedication to fulfilling obligations while engaging in continuous dialogue with partners to address industry challenges. The discussion at the summit revolved around enhancing collaboration to ensure global energy security, forging long-term commercial contracts, and pooling efforts to finance future gas projects. These efforts are crucial in meeting the growing demand for gas while navigating geopolitical uncertainties and promoting sustainability in the energy sector. He stressed that the discussion will address cooperation to ensure global energy security, serve the common interest through long-term commercial contracts, and enhance joint efforts in the field of investment. That's according to Al Jazeera. All the viewers, you have been watching EBC World. Now a quick recap of the top stories. Diplomats hail Adwa's victory as role model for black sovereignty. And major natural gas suppliers meet in Algeria to discuss global challenges. All the viewers, with that, we come to the end of today's news. Thank you for watching us. Bye-bye.